Particularly in some of these ministries where there's deputy ministers that are from the DA working with ministers from the ANC. We've seen a lot of, I would say, public spats between the GNU partners. There are many court cases, all sorts of things. In the Oval Office, strangely enough, you saw almost some sort of solidarity between those parties. Practically and behind closed doors, how are these GNU partners working together, if at all?
Well, at what level do we set the bar? The fact that they are in the room and are able to put up some show of unity at times. I mean, the very existence of the GNU is a show of unity. It's perfectly easy, you must remember, for the ANC to do a deal with the EFF and MK. No one's going to stop it.
Yeah.
It is totally within it's free will to do that deal. The DA also has free will. So the fact that there is a GNU says a lot about the extent of the unity. Of course, they're going to squabble. It's a relationship. Any relationship can be difficult. Relationship between politicians, the large numbers of them in a room. Don't be too worried. What does the public expect? Of course, they'll argue with each other. The alternative is that we're shooting each other in the street, which we're not doing, because we are able to argue and have a spat. Under pressure, the first big spat was the VAT spat, the serious spat. And what the DA was correct in its approach. It resonated with public opinion. What did the ANC do in the end? It folded. And the GNU went on. That's quite an important lesson. I don't think the right way to approach the problem, if I say the unity is there, then what's the problem? Why isn't the economy growing? I don't think unity is the issue, or that everyone should sit around singing kumbaya and being happy with each other. The problem isn't that. The problem is a dearth of serious reformist thinking and ideas, whether in the DA or in the ANC, to a less or greater extent. Energy policy, for example, would doom us to a life of poverty with 20 million people living in dire state. ANC energy policy, much more intelligent on as far as it pursues the burning of coal and future nuclear programs. ANC property rights policy dooms us to a life of poverty and desperation. DA property rights policy, very much better. But on the whole, on both camps, there isn't a package which, if the camp had the executive authority to force it on the country for 5 years, would at point 5 years in, see the economy growing at 5% and the unemployment rate falling away. And that is the problem.